guys, happy Monday. Story time with Mrs. Cummins again. Today I have a story that backs up a lot of things I've said in class where I always am saying work first, play second. And today we're going to read about a dog who had to learn how to work first and play second. And it's about a herd dog, which is kind of my favorite because Miss Maisie here. Maisie, you can say hi to the people? Say hi. Oh. Nope, she's out. She's camera shy. Maisie's a herd dog, and she looks kind of like the dog in the story, black and white. And so we're going to read the story Floss by Kim Lewis. All right, you ready? Herd dogs chasing sheep. Oh, I wonder what the soccer ball's about. Let's find out. Floss was a young border collie who belonged to an old man in a town. She walked with the old man in the streets and loved playing ball with children in the park. You ever play ball with your dog? Maisie loves it. My son is a farmer, the old man told Floss. He has a sheepdog who is too old to work. He needs a young dog now to herd sheep on his farm. He could train a border collie like you. So Floss and the old man traveled away from the town with its streets and houses and the children playing ball in the park. They came to the heather-covered hills of a valley where nothing much grew except for sheep. Heather is the name of a plant, a shrub, that grows in the hills where there's lots of rocks, places like Scotland and England and Ireland. Lots of border collies and sheep in those places. Somewhere in her memory, Floss knew about sheep. Old Nell soon showed her how to round them up. The farmer trained her to run wide and lie down, to walk on behind, to shed and to pen. She worked very hard to become a good sheepdog. But sometimes Floss woke up at night while Nell lay sound asleep. She remembered playing with children and rounding up balls in the park. The farmer took Floss up to the hill one day to see if she could gather the sheep all by herself. She was rounding them up when she heard a sound. At the edge of the field, the farmer's children were playing with a brand new black and white ball. Oh, they're having fun. Floss remembered all about children. She ran to play with their ball. She showed off her best nose tricks, her best passes. She did her best springs in the air. "Hey, Dad, look at this," yelled the children. "Look at Floss." But the sheep started drifting away, doing their own thing with no sheepdog to guard them. Uh-oh. Where'd they go? The sheep escaped through the gate and into the yard. There were sheep in the garden, sheep on the road, sheep everywhere where they weren't supposed to be. "Floss, lie down!" The farmer's voice was like thunder. "You are supposed to work on this farm, not play." He took Floss back to the doghouse. Floss is in trouble. She wanted to play before the work was done. Floss lay and worried about balls and sheep. She dreamed about the streets of a town, the hills of a valley, children and farmers all mixed together, while Nell had to go round up the stray sheep. Uh-oh, there's Floss locked up. There's old Nell, old lady Nell, having to clean up the mess. But Nell was too old to work every day, and Floss had to learn to take her place. She worked so hard to gather sheep well that she was too tired to dream about balls and children anymore. The farmer was pleased and ran Floss in the dog trials. Those are herding competitions, dog trials. "She's a good worker now," the old man said. The The children still wanted to play with their ball, though. "Hey, Dad," they asked, "can old Nell play with us now?" But Nell didn't know about children. She didn't know how to play ball. "Like Floss," they said, so the farmer gave it some thought. "Go on then," he whispered to Floss. The children kicked the ball high into the air, and in ran Floss. Floss is ready to play now that her work is done. Floss remembered all about children. She ran to play with their ball. She showed off her best nose kicks, her best passes. She did her best springs in the air, and they all played ball together. Work first, then you can play. The end. Another special thing about this book is Mrs. Willie loaned it to me. Remember Miss Willie, the substitute teacher? She lives in my town. It was nice to see her from a distance. She dropped him off on my porch. "Hey, wash your hands. Be good. Stay safe. I miss you guys so much. Hopefully we'll be back at school before the end of the school year. Love ya. Bye-bye."